Question 14 says, determine the reducing agent in the following reaction. So in question 13, we talked about oxidation state. In this case, we're going to find the reducing agent. So the reducing agent is the thing that is oxidized. And you need to remember your Leo, the lion, says Gur. So losing electrons is oxidation. So whichever thing here lost electrons, whichever reactant lost electrons, is going to be undergoing oxidation and therefore will be the reducing agent. Just to refresh your memory, gaining electrons is reduction. So Leo the lion says Gur, losing electrons oxidation, gaining electrons reduction. So now we need to figure out what is being oxidized and what is being reduced. And this looks overly complicated because you have lots of atoms. You've got lithium and iron and carbon and hydrogen and oxygen. But there's a couple things to notice here. One thing that I notice instantly is we have C2H3O2 on this side and we have C2H3O2 on this side. And we have two acetates here and two acetates here. This polyatomic ion, which is acetate, is completely the same on both sides. If it's the same on both sides, the oxidation states have not changed. Therefore, we can ignore this one. All right, because it's the same here and the same here. The oxidation states can't change if the arrangement didn't change. So therefore, we're going to ignore that one. So now what we're looking at is lithium and iron. So what we need to figure out is, first, the oxidation state on lithium. Well, in this case, lithium has a zero oxidation state. Why is its oxidation state zero? Because it's all by itself. Any element has an oxidation state of zero. Well, what about iron? Well, iron we're going to have to figure out. Or, you may already have it memorized. Iron can be +2 or +3, but in this case it is +2. How do I know that? Well, acetate is minus charged. It's C2H3O2 minus, and there's two of them. So therefore, the oxidation state on iron plus 2 times -1 equals 0. This is X, what we don't know. Two acetates, each with a -1 charge, or oxidation state, we do know, so we add those together, equals 0 because the overall charge here is 0. And when you do that math, you find that Fe equals 2 plus or +2. So here, it's 2 plus. What about on this side? Well, on this side, the iron is all by itself, so this is 0. How about on this side for the lithium? Well, if we look at lithium, lithium's in a compound. Lithium is a metal. It always forms ionic compounds, and it's a 1A metal, so it's +1. Now, you could do this math, but it's unnecessary here because lithium is always +1, and the oxidation state is equal to the charge. So, we have lithium going from 0 to +1. Going from 0 to +1 is losing an electron. It became more positive. It lost an electron. This is oxidation. Said another way, this is the reducing agent. Okay. If we look at iron, iron went from +2 to 0. It gained 2 electrons. Gaining electrons is called reduction, or this is the oxidizing agent. Okay, it ultimately asks us what's the reducing agent, and the answer is choice letter C, lithium.